We actually started it in Arizona while we were in Washington because we wanted to honor a non-compete. So when we came to Washington 2+ years later, we were off and running, and it really worked from the get-go. And it was because I think we were very invested in the relationship piece, which I know is big now, and it should have been big then, but I think it has reshaped itself over the years. So we were very fortunate, and we just skyrocketed. It took a little bit. I think in 2015, I came out from the background and really took the CEO reins and started with an advisory group and got into our values. And that's when I engaged, because that's when I really believed that there was something other than just staffing and recruiting, which is helpful, but I needed more, and I needed a fuller purpose. So that's about 2015 is really when I really engaged, and all this value piece started. And then in 2018, 19, 20, 21, that's when we were a 2-time Inc. 5000 awardee. I don't know if it's 21 or 22, and being that it was so important to me, I got to nail that down. But we were also an Inc. Power Partner. And for me, that is what meant the world to me, because that was our clients telling them why us, why Summit Group.
Mhm.
And that is the moment where I thought, oh, this is what makes it worth it. This is
Yeah.
definitely what makes it worthwhile.
We have arrived, right?
We have arrived. And there was a little glimmer of that, earlier on when I would hear actually a consultant who wasn't with us anymore, and he came back and we were talking, and he was being interviewed, and I didn't know what was going to be asked, but they asked him why Summit Group, basically. And he started talking, and he brought our values through. And that's very hard. It's very easy, or I think it's easier internally. But when you try and carry that out to people who are predominantly contractors by nature, there are employees because that's how we run the business, but they're independent contractors normally. It's hard to bridge that gap. And he said it so beautifully. And that is actually when I thought, this is it. This is why we've arrived. And so those are the things that make it fulfilling for me.
What an amazing feeling. So now let's talk about where the business is today.
Yeah.
What growth stage would you say that Summit Group is in?
Interestingly enough, right now, I feel like we're rebuilding again. I don't know if rescaling is a good. We're rebuilding, and we're now permanently in Arizona and permanently in Washington State. But we go where our clients go, and there's more dialogue now, and we're also trying to expand the breadth and depth of the services that we do. Yes, we're IT staffing and recruiting, but there's individuals on both sides of that we feel would benefit by coaching one-to-one or team engagement, the professional development piece that is so necessary now. So that's what we're expanding into.
And that's a personal passion for you too, right? I mean, it makes perfect sense for you to go down that path. Do you find that it makes the business more complex? And is that accepted? Or was that one of those things that was an unfortunate byproduct of following your passions?
I think it's accepted. I'm not sure yet. I think we're still trying to, they feel very separate. And I'm
Okay.
trying to find a way to blend them together. And we have some great ideas. So we're looking forward to executing them and seeing really how individuals who are candidates and employees benefit. I think that's probably easier, but also clients, not just to consider us for their IT staffing needs, but jump way over to the HR side. And how about engagement? We've done some training, but it was IT specific too. So just being there for them in other capacities and finding ways to tether the two. And we've historically done things that benefits all vendors, not just us. We do it because it makes everybody better. And we want to keep doing that.
And so that was probably being responsive and opportunistic when clients talk to you and they need help and you see that you just want to help, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. And that's where that came from. Whereas now it sounds like you're being more purposeful and intentional about the services, additional services you want to provide. right?
Correct. I mean, just
Okay.
nailed it with intentionality.